bringing people in or keeping them away. And Kojima has talked about extensively, Death Stranding 1 is about bringing people in, making connections.
Alrighty, hey, what's going on everybody? EnteRChazmAN here, back with a brand new stream. This time we're not streaming any games, we are watching another event. If you don't know, the Sony State of Play has been announced to be going on today. They just announced it like yesterday. So that's what I'm doing. We're watching this. Sorry, I gotta lower that frame rate. Dip it down a little bit. But yeah, I invited my buddies from the podcast, Gamer and Phoenix, and unfortunately they weren't able to join. Or at least not yet. We still got, what, about 25 minutes until we see the event?
I think it's pretty low myself. We did get an extended look at it in January at the State of Play at the time. Like Nick said, Kojima and Jeff Keighley are best buds. He's got his event next week, so I think that's probably a little bit more likely. And then in terms of Fizzant, codename Fizzant, the next name he's got after that, I also want to say I think it's a little bit unlikely that we'll get any sort of updates on that.
I just want anything, another morsel, a screenshot.
You're just gonna have to wait.
I hope you're right though, Nick. The original Death Stranding, I know it's got its audience, like you. It didn't quite click for me. It was a little bit too slow paced for me. So if it's a little bit more combat focused on the second one, on the beach, that actually sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah. Well, Damon, yeah, you love beaches.
I do that. I live at the beach.
A lizard beehive in chat says, "Oh, what's up, a lizard?"
It didn't really catch me the first one. I played through.
Thanks for joining.
It, but it just
get to see me react to a cool little video game event, huh?
More of like having to make myself want to play the game more than I wanted to play the game. So I'm hoping that they make some improvements.
Let me know how the audio is, guys. Hopefully they're good. I kind of did some pre-testing, and everything to me sounded fine, but it's more important how you guys like it, of course.
I just want to see more of that story too.
Yeah, honestly, I think me and Nick we're just huge Kojima. We're stans, I would say. Like,
hey, look, I can be a fanboy, right? That's fine. That's okay.
Okay, double checking mic. Stream audio seems good.
So it's on its way from Australia. Anyways, next up, let's move
supposed to
right
be there.
along and not dwell too much on
Okay, all right. So now that we're all set up, we is live. Let's see, we got, what, 20 minutes? So I guess let's go ahead and chit-chat about what we might see here. I mean, I know they've been kind of talking about it already, but there are some interesting things. I know, I guess it's easier to talk about it in terms of the, let me turn this down. It's easier to talk about the companies themselves. I mean, I guess first off, looking at a company like Konami, I know Konami has been, you know, not a heck of a whole lot. I've been seeing a lot from Silent Hill and some of the other titles that they have, even though I will say they did announce that, what was it, oh, The Last Message, I think it was, the game I streamed. So, I mean, they have, I don't know if you call that a full-size title release, but I know a lot of people are kind of wanting to see a little bit more, or run a release date for Silent Hill 2, the remake. Konami's got a bunch of other things. Not Metal Gear isn't one of their things, but I was actually kind of thinking of Metal Gear when I brought up Konami, but I have to remember that's not Konami anymore. So yeah, Silent Hill from Konami 2, that's one big one that a lot of people want to see. Now, not connected to Konami is the, what was it, the Metal Gear Solid 2, or was it 3? Metal Gear Solid 3 remake as well, or whatever that title is supposed to be. Oh no, that is Konami, isn't it? Because Konami still, oh gosh, I'm so confused. Metal Gear and that whole saga has got me all over the place. Kind of thinking on, I mean, what else could we anticipate to see? I don't think they're talking about Spider-Man right here. I don't anticipate you're going to see anything Spider-Man related. Could we possibly get anything from Capcom? And what I mean by Capcom is, they have Monster Hunter, and then I know a new Monster Hunter has been kind of talked about. Square Enix, you could get like a new Final Fantasy, not new Final Fantasy, but with 7 Rebirth just coming out, maybe we could get some sort of DLC announcement or something of the sort.
Sony has said they don't have any big releases this year in their major franchises.
But I guess Damon Hatfield right here is kind of talking about how Sony has kind of been kind of easing people into the idea that they don't have any like crazy big announcements this year. Like I wouldn't go in expecting God of War or Last of Us 3 or something crazy like that.
We're talking about Marvel though. There's multiverse.
I know there was some sort of leak about a new Astrobot
There could be a
game,
multiverse where, you know,
which
he
could
does
be
make
interesting
appearance.
depending on what they do with that. I actually rather
took
liked
2 days
Astrobot.
to beat this game, and I wanted more. I pretty much just I locked all my doors and shut the blinds, and I didn't go anywhere for 2 days. I had to beat the game. I was craving more.
You're craving.
Honestly, I don't. Even as someone who has a PS5, I don't even know exactly what I would want to see.
Well, let's move along. Let's talk about some Kingdom Hearts here.
I definitely think an
Kingdom Hearts
Astrobot
4
would be
was
something I would like to
officially
see.
announced in April 2022. That's over 3 years ago.
Gosh, what
Obviously,
else?
Square Enix has
What else
been
could they
busy cooking
possibly
up
announce? I
half a
mean,
dozen different Final Fantasy
as an
games.
older,
One
I
of
guess I
them,
would call myself a
let's get
senior
bad
gamer
guy
at
in
this
the face
time.
with the
I would love
huge
anything
meanwhile,
connected to some of the older titles that they may have, like
Like
anything medieval or Spyro.
Now, do we think
Actually, do
we're
they have
finally
access to
getting some
Spyro? I don't think they
Kingdom
do
Hearts
anymore.
4 news today,
But
Jacob?
yeah, something like medieval related, or even like PaRappa the Rapper. I would love to see. There's so many older PS1 brands I would love to see brought back, and I don't know. PS1's always kind of cagey, or at least they're more selective as to which ones they do. Is that like a Kingdom Hearts?
So if we got to see it, there'd be a lot of happy
Turn-based?
fans out there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I could see it going either way because Square Enix is kind of in some rocky waters.
I'm just noticing, yeah, this is like a
Roll
Square
around in one
Enix
basket with some big exclusives on the PS5. that
Kingdom
didn't
Heart.
have
I think
the
it's Kingdom Heart
they
characters
wanted.
in a Final
And after
Fantasy,
rebooting the
some other
company,
game.
focusing much
Interesting.
more on multi-platform releases. So I don't know. You know, showing Kingdom Hearts 4 could be a big like jolt of enthusiasm from the fans.
I don't think you're gonna see Kingdom Hearts 4. That
to show that.
Kingdom Hearts is in such an interesting place. Like I don't
Do you think we might see some Kingdom Hearts?
I don't know if
As
Kingdom
much
Hearts
as
3
I
was all
want
that
to, I'm a
commercially
giant Kingdom Hearts fan,
successful.
but
Like our buddy
I'm not
Phoenix from the
feeling it
from the
today. I'm
channel,
not vibing with
he's
the
a huge
energy
Kingdom
that
Hearts fan,
Square is
and I
sending
know
out
he was not
lately.
like
I'm not sure that we're
super
gonna see
sold
Kingdom
on
Hearts 4. I think that there's
Kingdom
a
Hearts 3.
lot
I know
that
he said he was
Square
just
needs to
kind of
figure out
it
in
was just
terms of
okay.
presentation and what lies ahead for this new trilogy of games. I believe they've said this will kick off a new trilogy of Kingdom Hearts games with the Shadow Trilogy or whatever they're calling it for the first 3 games long behind them. So I don't think we're going to see anything, but if we do, I would love to see them kind of confirm everything that is on everyone's mind of how they are leveraging the new Disney IPs into the Kingdom Hearts franchise, which feels like a very strange thing to say out loud, but like Star Wars, Marvel, it's got to happen. We got a morsel of it with, Big Hero 6 in Kingdom Hearts 3. So I would assume we're going to see a lot more superheroes and space battles in Kingdom Hearts 4. And honestly, maybe this is Kojima. This is
You can't stop thinking about that.
I can't stop thinking about Kojima, but I also can't stop thinking about Tetsuya Nomura. And I think
Oh,
that
that's
this is
right.
the
I totally
Tetsuya
forgot
Nomura's chance
Kojima's
to
got
kind
his
of realize
couple
his vision for what
couple
was
projects
Final
he's
Fantasy
working on.
Versus 13.
What was it, Overdose or OD for the Xbox, and then
Kingdom Hearts as his
I think
creative
it's
outlet,
rumored.
and
Or no,
I
it's
say
the other Death
recommend it.
Stranding
The
game,
names of
Death
Kingdom
Stranding
Hearts games
2.
are just about as convoluted as Kojima is.
Yes.
That is true. Now, so Nick, you're not really feeling it for Kingdom Hearts today, but I'm kind of curious. Do you think we'll see anything from Square Enix today then?
I don't think so.
Kingdom Hearts, what?
I don't think we'll see.
No?
If we see anything from Square Enix today, I don't think it's going to be Part 3 of the remake of Final Fantasy
course,
VII,
yeah.
nor do I think it's
That's-
going to be Kingdom Hearts. If I had to put money on it, I'm going to say the rumored
16 DLC?
potentially- I don't think it was leaked, but the rumored Final Fantasy IX remake. The one that it seems like a lot of people are excited for a Final Fantasy IX remake, and I think that this would be the avenue for it to potentially be announced. But I'm not. Yeah, if I had
That
to
would be
bet,
interesting.
That's where I'd put that bet.
That's one Final Fantasy I never got to
9,
touch
that's the
on was
one where it
9.
like kind of chibified,
Yeah,
correct?
the chibi one was Zidane.
Yes, there it was announced.
That's an
sometime
interesting
last year that they were working on an
thought.
anime for it.
They are working on an anime, and they've already put out a remaster for the game. But yeah, there's been some rumors going around that there is indeed a full-on remake for Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I see any Final Fantasy IX, if I see a remake of that, that will honestly blow my mind. I'm not feeling that though.
Interesting.
I'm feeling kind of goofy today.
You're hoping for Kingdom Hearts.
I'm hoping for Kingdom Hearts. Yes. If not Kingdom Hearts, then what else could they possibly show us? I really want, and like you were saying, like I want to see, now that we have all these different IPs that are underneath this umbrella of Disney. You know, I honestly want to see. I want to see.
Elizabeth Beehive in chat says, "All right, I'm gonna have to go because I'm off from lunch. Good luck. Thank you so much for joining. So it was fun to having you. Enjoy your lunch. Have a good night."
Green clothes on in Kingdom Hearts. He's got green clothes in Kingdom Hearts. I played all the games. Come on.
Goofy is green.
He's got green clothes. You know what I mean.
I don't know what animation you've been watching, but I didn't know that Goofy was green.
He's got a green jacket or something. Some stylish undercoat. You know.
When was the last time you played Kingdom Hearts?
It has been a minute, but now I can replay it on Steam.
There you go.
Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, you know what? We're getting down to the wire here, and Sony's State of Play is kicking off in a matter of minutes. Now we're going to be running down some more games that could.
IGN Summer.
Oh, weird cutout. But yeah, I don't know, off the top of my head, man, it's so odd to think about what would be a huge get. I mean, I just thought about it. I mean, maybe you could get a look. I mean, would you even get like a Ghost of Tsushima 2 release here? I don't know what else. I mean, you're not getting any more God of War. There's no Uncharted. There's not going to be any Last of Us. Spider-Man, no.
Let's do it.
Man, it's so tough what, like, could be a huge, crazy announcement.
Crazy and sometimes unbelievable story.
I mean, but again, you know, I was telling myself that to remember that Sony has said that they, you know, don't be disappointed if they don't have any like big huge announcements this year. Maybe they don't have anything. Maybe it's a 20-second show. They don't show one game.
Join us as we dive into hyper-dedicated fan bases, worldwide phenomenons, and the most incredible untold tales in games and entertainment.
I said, wait a minute, that doesn't sound so good.
It was definitely not what I expected.
Oh, Kevin Conroy.
Inside Stories.
Rest in peace.
Available now only on IGN.
And I was like, holy shit, we're gonna do this.
This June, IGN is hosting a huge in-person event, and we want you there with us. IGN Live brings the coolest things in games and entertainment to you, the fans. And it's jam-packed with awesome, like the cast and director of the upcoming Borderlands movie.
Boo.
The creator of Tetris, Alexei Pajitnov. Xbox's
Borderlands doesn't
Phil
need a
Spencer.
movie.
Great games from PM Studios, new stuff from High on Life. Netflix's Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F.
Gonna be fine. They love me in Beverly Hills.
Plus, tons of giveaways and prizes, exclusive merch, playable game demos, celebrity interviews, live speedruns, your favorite IGN podcast in person.
I like that he's fired up.
And so much more. It all goes down June 7th through 9th at the Magic Box in downtown LA. Tickets are
The Magic
now.
Box. What is this?
What's up, everybody? I will be hosting at IGN Live with all my pals over at IGN. We'll have first looks at brand new games, casts on hand for shows and movies like Borderlands. There'll be live tapings of IGN podcasts.
I know they've had Sydney Goodman do. I think she's been doing the summer game. Oh no, she's been doing the Game Awards. That's right.
Which good, because IGN also gave me some free tickets. All you have to do is use my code ROLLTHETHING, that's all one word, over at IGN.com/live. See you there.
I like the counting in the background.
Back. Now, if you're here for Sony's big summer State of Play, you're just in time. It's starting in just a few minutes, which gives us just enough time to run down a few more games that could make an appearance. Now, y'all might remember a bunch of games were announced or shown off during Sony's summer presentation last year, and for a few of them, we haven't heard anything since, like Judas. Now, that's the upcoming first-person shooter from Ghost Story Games. Ken Levine's first game since BioShock Infinite Burial at
Oh, I
Sea.
forgot.
That's expected sometime in
the Ken
March
Levine game.
Damon, when you first saw this game, what did you think?
The Bioshock-inspired game.
That's exactly.
I mean, so yeah, Ken Levine left Irrational,
What was it
right?
called?
And
It's called
new studio after Bioshock Infinite, which is 11 years ago now.
It's like
And
one
he's gonna
word.
Make, smaller in scope games, but now all this time has passed, and he's back with a game that looks just like Bioshock, which is fine. Not complaining at all. I love
Judas,
Bioshock.
there you go.
It'll just be interesting to see how this turns out, especially considering that Take-Two also has, or 2K also has another Bioshock that they're working on. So
let them fight.
We had a big preview of this in March of this year, I believe. So it might be
like 3 hours of it.
Yeah,
I
it might be
cannot
too soon for
believe
another look.
Damon did not react to that "Let Them
Well,
Fight"
Nick, what was your
reference.
take on this when you first saw it?
Hey,
He's
look,
like
I
the
Bioshock.
a huge
Ken Levine's
Godzilla
working
fan.
on it. I'm gonna check it out. I haven't had a chance to really dig into.
Or he is
everything
friends with the guy
that's
next to
shown
him,
since
so
the initial trailer.
maybe he
I'm
wasn't
hoping It's a
surprised.
little more immersive simmy.
Let them
as opposed
fight.
to what we got with Bioshock, which kind of almost like skirts the edges of immersive sim, a la something like Prey or Dishonored. But I love the idea of them building out this handcrafted, meticulous world with its own history. And the thing that just draws me to an immersive sim in that is you've already done 90% of the work. Just let me play around in that world a little bit more. But apart from that, all the abilities, powers, and the tech just seems fun. I like the blend of like the World War II M1 Garand with, spells and things like that. So yeah, it seems like a fun blend of genres, and I'm into anything that's like.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious about Judas as a gigantic Bioshock fan.
There's gotta be,
I'm
right?
kind of curious
I mean,
to
with
see
a
what
name like that, Judas
connective
Priest,
ties that
Jada.
Ken Levine brings over.
Was that
You never know. You never know.
You
Hey,
gonna
I
slay
might,
us, Jada?
just maybe.
What
You never know. Hey,
Judas, Jada, I'm sorry.
it's there. It's there.
But Jada, what's your take on Judas?
If I could go back and replay one game with no memory of it, it would be the first Bioshock. And it's just there's so many strong elements to that game that I wish I could experience it again for the first time. If you out there haven't played it for some strange reason, go play it. But yeah, I loved everything about the original Bioshock. This one, like Damon says, one word answer. It's Bioshock. It looks
100%.
great. I can't wait to dig more into this one. I really enjoyed a lot of the kind of nuances and stuff that Ryan got into with his previews of this one on site. But I want more. I need more.
Same. Like, I mean, it's a beautiful looking game. Like, I mean, when I first saw the trailer, like, I was just lured. I was lured into this world. I don't know if it's because of Bioshock, but I'm subconsciously thinking it definitely is because of Bioshock. Let's move on to the next game that was shown, which was Phantom Blade Zero. This is from China.
Phantom Blade Zero. I remember seeing this one.
RPG blending Chinese martial arts and steampunk. Two things that I enjoy separately that I've never seen together, and
It's like
I'm
a Souls-like
that's
kind of
expected
inspired
sometime
looking
in
title.
2024. Nick, what was your take on this when you first saw this?
Honestly, this is one of the games that I'm pretty much I think it is a known quantity in that it's been announced, but it's the game I'm most excited for because this looks like a reason to own a PlayStation 5. The second we saw that original trailer, it is one of those things that you will bring people into the room and say, would you look at how good this looks? This looks incredible.
I remember it looking pretty good. I remember my buddy Serrano, or MetalGamer, when we did a reaction last year to this event. This is one game that jumped out to him.
It seems pretty promising. Like we've done a couple videos with S Game in particular, and the way they've just talked about the game's inspiration being like PlayStation 1, like inventive PS1 era games, that has me so excited because it looks like they are willing to get weird with Phantom Blade Zero in a way that is, your prestige third-person action game, but it looks like there's a lot more to it. And I really like the setting, as you said, the like kung fu,
martial arts, steampunk.
They've also thrown out the word wushu punk, which is a very or wuxia punk, which is a very they've got a focus and a vision that they are looking to fulfill. And honestly, I'm hyped. It looks great.
Wushu punk.
PS5 exclusive, console
It's interesting.
Console exclusive.
I think to piggyback off what you said, Nick, the thing I love most about it is how weird this game is. I think games are at their best when they're allowed to be as weird as possible. And like not being weird just for weird's sake, but like really figuring out that corner of how weird they want to be and then just really owning it and diving
leaning into it.
There's a vision there.
Yes.
And they're going to like fully commit to that vision.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, Damon, I don't know
I
if
do
you know
remember
me, but I want to ask you this
something we
question.
found when we looked up this
Does it
game
remind you of any other game that
is that this company had previously been like a mobile game company.
perhaps.
Are we
So I
talking
remember
about something like
a lot of the dialogue
Raven
around this
or
game was just
a
how
Blade or something like that?
Well, maybe not Stellar Blade, but
how
Raven
much
Raven,
of
I would
this
say.
control, how much of this you're actually controlling, and
Was it, what game was it?
I
It was a
yeah,
samurai,
from again
well,
coming from a
inspired, but yeah.
game
It was
mainly
in that particular genre.
experienced
Something
in
Hearts?
mobile
Not a
games,
comic
it's just
card.
hard to say like
Wild
the controlling again. How much of this are you actually doing? Is it more on rails kind of? I don't know.
This
It's
game
very
reminds me
curious.
of a lot of other games that have already come out.
Black Myth Wukong. Also.
Yeah, Wukong for sure. So I mean, it's within good company for sure. Now this next game I really want to talk about. I'm excited for this one. This next game, I think the power level for it is over 9,000. Of course, I'm talking about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. That's the 4th entry in the PS2 era Budokai series, which was called Sparking in Japan. Little known fact to us Americans here. Now, last entry was Tenkaichi Tag Team back in 2010, and with the Super Series introducing quite a lot of new characters, should be interesting to see what it'll look like, what they'll look like in their sparking form. And honestly, I'm hoping that it'll win over a lot of the Dragon Ball FighterZ fan base, because this is obviously vastly different from its 2D counterpart. Nick, do you think we might see anything?
It's supposed to be
from
purple.
this?
I don't think we're going to see anything from it from PlayStation simply because they did have a presentation for Sparking Zero earlier.
No, I don't know if
and they
Vegeta
announced
used
a
Final
ton of
Flash or Gallic Gun there.
that are getting added.
That
Like,
setting should be a
I
Gallic
think
Gun.
We would have to fact check this, but this might be one of the biggest rosters in a fighting game I think I've ever seen. And it's not just because there's 14 different versions of Goku and Vegeta, but like it is truly staggering to look at the characters.
I actually didn't know it was called Sparking
There's that many characters in
in
Dragon Ball I didn't even realize. I don't think
Japan.
we're gonna see
Interesting.
anything, but I'm still excited nonetheless because again, it is as visually striking as Dragon Ball Fighters Z was. So I'm in.
This is one of those franchises that every time they release a new game, I'm not a big graphics person, but I'm more like art direction. Thank you. And it seems like every time we get a new Dragon Ball game, it looks so much better. It's like, this looks like I'm watching the anime.
Yes.
Like every single time, and it looks better and closer every time. I'm like, how are they constantly pushing that bar?
Yeah.
And it's just amazing.
They managed to do it, and what's brilliant about this one is the fact that it kind of, if you've seen Dragon Ball Super Hero, which was done in that 3D animated style, cell shading style, it kind of looks like that. So I didn't see that presentation, Nick, but did they show off Orange Piccolo?
I don't believe so. No.
I don't think Orange Piccolo is going to make an appearance in this game, but I'm hoping.
We just saw a little taste. There he is, an unbreakable bond.
Piccolo will be in the game, but Orange Piccolo is huge.
You just want that Orange Piccolo.
I want him. I want to play as Shinron.
Dude, that'd be nuts.
Shinron?
Yes.
That'd be
okay.
nuts.
I want to hit people with Dragon Balls. You know, but anyways, hopefully we'll see some more. I mean, I hope I'm hoping that we see something today, but you might be right. We might not, Nick, because of that presentation. Also, we did see last year Fair Games, which is from Haven Studios, founded by Jade Raymond. Formerly of Ubisoft, working on titles like Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed, and this kind of looks similar to some of those games. Like, this is a competitive heist PvP experience.
I'm not interested in this game one bit.
Last year.
I remember them they showed this game off like a
to
couple
get
years
into.
ago, and
Like we saw Hyenas come and go. A game that was canceled.
That was the game I was trying to think of.
A game as a service from EA, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but yeah, it was basically the same pitch right there, but kind of came and went. I don't even know if it made it out of alpha or beta. I do know people have played it, but it was canceled pretty quick. Also, they're competing with the finals right now, which is a very similar competitive game as a service.
And it's already also started to see a dip in its player base.
So I think like in the year 2024, it's never been harder to release a multiplayer game, let alone a game as a service multiplayer game that is going to keep people invested. Because honestly, I just don't know that you can make a multiplayer game anymore unless your name is Call of Duty or Fortnite.
Well, and that's why I think we're much more likely to see Concord. Because that's
Concord's one I'm more interested in anyways. I would like to see that one more than Fair Games.
So now is probably the time to actually show what this game is.
Concord, it's more my type of game, considering it's like some sort of space game. Yeah, yeah, just what this guy said.
And that's a really nicely rendered cheeseburger.
Yes, yes.
I'm having a hard time placing Concord, but cheeseburger, I'll keep an eye out for.
Well, that game looks awesome. Before we talk about that, well, we already talked about that. There's so much that was revealed last year. I also want to talk about Until Dawn, the remake. Now this is it's a PC and PS5 overhaul of Supermassive's 2015 PS4 exclusive.
Someone's trying to call me right when I'm getting ready to stream an event.
For more immersion.
Sorry, buddy.
Said, in a recent interview, it's got enhanced and new locations.
Yeah, this is that remake of Until Dawn, like he said. I still never played the original or the base game.
Redefine the genre even more because it kind of at the time the whole branched story narrative type game it kind of defined that. Do we think this is going to read?
So what do we got? We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
The Quarry. There's a bunch of other ones, but I think this one kind of stood out just because it was first. I don't think it's going to have the same effect just because it's a remake and a lot of people have already played it. I think it's smart since they're doing a movie, right?
Yeah.
They said?
Synergy.
Yeah, so getting the synergy out of it, I think it makes sense. But yeah.
Would this be the first remake of a game that features the likeness of well-known celebrities? And I wonder how they would handle that.
Potentially, yeah. Rami Malek, you got Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. We got to investigate that.
They could call him in for just new face scans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or they could recast them.
I don't think they can.
I mean, they did some
work, right?
They've done similar stuff with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
who's Hayden Panettiere? Now I'm curious.
I mean, we also got Lego Horizon. We're running short on time, which is good. It's exciting because we're but we also have Lego Horizon, which was announced.
I know who Rami Malek is.
The whole Lego tall neck.
At least I think I do.
In 2022, Sword of the Sea. There were quite a few.
Don't we also have a multiplayer game for Horizon in the works? Am I crazy?
It's in development, yeah.
And then they're also doing a remake of the original Horizon Zero Dawn.
There's a lot of Horizon stuff. I mean, it's sold so many copies of that. It's not surprising that Sony wants to capitalize.
Camera is not leaving this guy while he got interrupted.
The big one that chat wants to see, and it's a big one for our Beyond cast. Bloodborne. We want to see that Bloodborne, baby. Give us that Bloodborne.
It's all about Bloodborne.
Every time you say the word out loud, you delay it another 5 years.
Probably.
You can't do that.
Really?
I thought we had an agreement.
Is that how it works with Bloodborne?
I don't know. It feels like it.
I think it's just not enough people at home have their summoning circles set up. Like,
we gotta ring.
All right, guys, we're gonna leave this stream because it looks like the official stream or the official PlayStation. Oh, let me hear what they say real quick.
Before Nick, let's say Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Ah, darn it!
Yeah, it's been 4 years.
His answer.
It's been 4 years since Ghost of Tsushima. God, even if it's just a tease, just to let us know that it's coming soon. That's what I want most of all.
Yeah. What about you, Nick?
If I can't choose Ghost, I'm gonna say A Last of Us Part 3 tease. I think it's time.
I mean, also 4 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm going Monster Hunter Wilds, baby. I love me some Monster Hunter, and we got a sneak of it towards the end of last year. I need to see more.
Yeah. Speaking of monsters, I'm all about Silent Hill 2. I want to see some Silent Hill 2. We're actually getting an ignition
transmission.
We're getting a
Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go, everybody. We are starting. Alright, I'm mildly excited for this. I'm just kind of curious to see what gets announced. As someone who has a PS5, I haven't really been utilizing it all that much as of late. I've been playing mainly on the Xbox, which, you know, Xbox is my go-to console, but I enjoy my PlayStation and my Switch. I'm all for more games. More games, baby. Here we go.
Hi everyone.
I'm
Zad Kizilbash, head of product PlayStation Studios and head of PlayStation Productions.
Head of product, okay.
I'm here to
Sony always seems to have somebody new do one of these events whenever they happen.
This team brings together some of the most talented developers.
Like, I literally
in our
feel like
industry,
every time this
with an
happens, I see
incredible
somebody
pedigree
new.
in the online multiplayer space. We announced their first game, Concord, last year, and today they're revealing gameplay captured in-engine on PS5.
Okay.
First, here's an extended vignette introducing some of the cool characters you'll find in the Concord Galaxy. Enjoy.
Interesting, very interesting place to start, because this is something I wanted to see more of. Okay. Again, I'm not like super excited for this one yet, but I'm curious to see it.
Oh, jukebox.
It wasn't the plan. It was a spontaneous, creative decision made after years of careful research.
Being really old and almost dying a bunch doesn't count as research.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die. Besides, it worked, didn't it?
How much longer for the upload?
A few more minutes. Hey, start time. Try it with hot sauce. You'll like it. Trust me.
No. Do not trust him.
Whoa. Where's this coming from?
It's coming from you back on the ship saying, trust me, we're professionals. We'll stick to the plan. We can do this. And then, that. That was not the plan.
Technically, it was a plan. It just wasn't the same plan that we started with.
If we don't leave with this blue button...
Amar, we will. We will.
I'll be waiting outside.
No one moves. We'll be taking this off your hands.
What? This?
Funny.
I thought it said in-game, or did it say in-engine? This is definitely not gameplay.
Meet at the rendezvous point.
Wait, what? Where's the rendezvous? I didn't catch that.
Copy that, Bill.
Shield out! Well played. You are wounded.
Fine. They only got one of my legs.
But how are those hands?
Hate to say it, but
You're still
why does this? This kind of looks like Redfall. Not to be mean to this company, but I'm getting Redfall vibes. It's just like it's the 4-person with the different abilities, 4 different characters.
I am developing a taste for destruction. Goodbye.
This would be a very dishonorable way for us all to die.
Don't worry. Nobody's dying dishonorably. And also, we're bringing this back with us. Hey, Mark. What are you doing?
Getting us to the rendezvous point.
Perhaps we should have let go also.
One off. Do not dare.
Well, we were supposed to stick together.
If you let go, I swear I will bring
Oh,
vengeance.
look, there they are.
Hi. What the? I am glad you avoided a dishonorable death.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die. Or something.
I knew this was gonna work.
This wasn't the plan.
Well, it just wasn't the one we started with. All right, another satisfied customer. Goods delivered. I sent everyone their cut.
Ooh, yeah.
So do you, like, carry it around with you for emergency bland situations or whatever?
Hey, Mar. Don't joke about something like this.
Our next job is somewhere with less
We'll
scaffolding.
have no scaffolding. Zero scaffolding, I promise. We're were apart for so long. I thought I'd never feel your fiery embrace.
Really?
again.
This is what they showed?
Ridiculous.
It looks like a wannabe Guardians of the Galaxy with Redfall vibes.
Concord is a 5v5 first-person shooter set in the vibrant sci-fi universe of the Concord Galaxy.
A little bit.
In Concord, from the moment you log on, you're part of the crew of the North Star, a group of guns for hire known in our galaxy as free gunners. Free gunners are those lucky enough to be free to roam the stars. They take high-stake jobs on worlds across wild space, where they face other fiercely competitive free gunner crews. Here's the very first look at the gameplay of Concord.
Free gunning.
I don't want to play multiplayer.
But it's our work, and we don't take it for granted. Being a free gunner means, well, you're free.
Right on target. Yeah, you better run.
Free gunners have a shot at making something of themselves. A chance to be someone.
All right. Need a second to fix myself up.
Why not?
And in the wilds, it's anyone's game. You won't survive on your own.
Target blinded.
Finally, to battle. Endless rage!
We risk our lives every day to do the job.
I'll clear the way. Time to show them the big guns. That's me.
This crew will go anywhere. Take any job. Face any enemy. We're the free gunner crew of the North Star. And together, we're going to make our mark on this galaxy.
The crew is gathering. Would you like to join us for game night?
With Concord, we leaned on the strengths and background of our team to make a tight, well-balanced FPS that feels great to play. We focused a ton of our attention and our tech on building a strong gameplay foundation of tight core movement.
I think it looks neat, but it's just not my cup of tea.
We ended up finding ourselves influenced a lot by fighting games and even strategy games. And
I'm just not a.
The asymmetry of their characters makes.
I don't play just for the shooter stuff.
Leaning into the asymmetry of the characters, really pushing the
I mean, if it is something I play, I'll probably
two
play it for a
different
couple
characters
days.
It's all about creating opportunities.
I don't
for
tend to stick with these games, or it's not often first-person shoot.
We
or
also
like
have abilities that are
multiplayer
meant to
shooters
have
bring me
impact
in.
beyond direct combat. Deployable gear that can persist throughout a full game, so whether that's multiple rounds of a mode or multiple respawns across a match. There are healing pads, bullet blocking domes, explosive traps, lane blocking walls, all kinds of ways to support your team or disrupt your enemies. Coordinated teams can set up and plan ahead, and depending on where and when it happens, players can shift the battlefield to their advantage.
We've got everything from mystics and medics to gunslingers and sparked robots. Every character brings their own unique personality, skills, and wide-ranging perspectives to the crew. Every week, when you log into Concord, you will be welcomed with a new cinematic vignette that will give you a chance to see our characters off the job. They will feature ongoing narrative arcs that grow the characters' stories and relationships and unpack the broader Concord galaxy.
Why are you kissing a tchotchke?
We're excited to share that we'll be hosting a pre-launch beta in July, followed by Concord's global launch on August 23rd, 2024.
Ooh. Interesting. Now show me the good stuff. Come on. Oh, is this just a port to PC? I thought they already did that.
You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you? A calm and reasonable person.
We don't really want.
Who is Jetpack? Is that the people doing the port? I mean, that's what my guess is.
The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok.
It's gonna look so good on PC.
You will die, Kratos of Sparta.
Death can have me.
Yeah.
When it earns me.
Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
We have guests! They're too fast!
Gosh, it looks so much better than I remember on PS5.
Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary.
I wish I had like an incredible PC for something like this. It'd be so cool. Too bad I've already played the game. Already played it. What's this? Some sort of
Soldiers
JRPG?
and officials alike oppress the people for personal gain, and the people must turn to thievery for food.
Omega Force.
Perhaps this is
That looked like a
heaven's
butt.
way of lamenting the state of the land. Men are powerless at the feet of the divine. But even so,
Looks like Dynasty
someone
Warriors
must
or something? Looks exactly like a Dynasty Warriors game. Yeah. In a world of chaos, a nameless hero arises. Ah, it is a Dynasty Warriors. Origins. Ooh, so cool. I've never played a Dynasty Warriors.
Momo.
They always look fun.
I think I was dreaming.
It wasn't a dream. We were really transported to Mirrorland.
The path of a stylist is never easy. So, are you ready for it?
Stylist game.
Ready.
What in the world? Interesting. I don't even know what this could be called, or what type of game this is. It's like Pokemon Snap, but with anime waifus? Is that what this is? Anime waifu Snap? So beautiful. Infinity Nikki.
Is it you who pursues infinity? Or is infinity awaiting you?
Quite the conundrum.
Stars. Fields.
Whoa, that looks cool.
I've seen the miracles you so claim.
Tips works.
Until the towering shadows.
Oh, Souls like.
Into the mist.
I pray for their grace, but
all that came were inferior shades.
Definitely a Souls-like.
Why do we have to bear the consequences of such power?
Time. War. Mortality. These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands.
Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles. Rain fire from above.
This desolate land.
This game's gonna be too hard for me. This is gonna be a pass for me. I always like Souls. They always look cool, but
remember,
these games are always so hard.
No matter what happens.
Like, I liked Sekiro so much, but I just was not willing to put up with it. Ballad of EnteR. Interesting. Oh, Ballad of EnteR, yep. Skydance's Behemoth. Oh, they showed this game last year, but I don't remember they showed much. I think it was just a logo. VR and PS5 game.
I thought I could be a hero and break the curse, but I was a fool.
So VR.
There is no hope here. And the gods that walk among us thirst for death.
That's cool.
Your head is mine.
The poison in my veins begs me to kill.
I'll put you in the ground.
The power of our god is immeasurable.
Thought I could be a hero. But heroes don't survive the Forsaken Lands. Only monsters do.
That looks cool. Actually, that looks fun. That looks neat. I've always said the one thing that will make me go out and buy VR is a proper Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that allows you to put cards down and accurately, an alien game, and accurately, actually, the cards, the monsters actually come out of the cards and fight one another. Like an actual, like, next level Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. That's the only thing that would make me rush out and get VR. I'm off center a little bit.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson. I'm back on State of Play to introduce more exciting titles coming to PlayStation, starting with a highly anticipated PvP shooter, playable soon on PS5.
Okay, what's this? Oh, wait, Spider-Man.
All realities converge here.
Oh no, this is that multiplayer Marvel shooter. Oh man. Yeah, I remember seeing this.
Stronger together.
insignificant attacks. Healing power.
I'm back, baby. 3, 2, 1, blast off!
Turns are jumping up.
Gonna get sticky.
Storm.
Okay.
Galactus.
Let's see how mankind has conquered space.
I don't understand what that was. Again, that's not the way I want to play a Marvel game. Another Souls-like? That actually looked really cool. Still probably not something. I have a feeling that looks really hard.
Hello, friends and fans. I'm super excited to welcome all my pals back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway.
Oh, this is Until Dawn.
Oh, nice one.
You can't hide from me, Michael.
Oh, you're going down. Oh! It means so much to me that we're all still here together.
Fight the break of dawn. I feel like someone's watching us.
There's just no one out there. Let's make this one trip we'll never forget.
Wrong pipe.
Mike, Emily?
I was down there.
You were?
It was horrible.
I don't want to make hasty decisions that get everyone killed. No! We should stay put right here until dawn.
Jessica!
You can't let me die!
Interesting. I mean, I've got the base game, so I could always play that on my... I'm pretty sure it's probably backwards compatible. That has been on my backlog for a while. That's a cool game development logo.
Ogham was once a peaceful land, but each day descends further into madness. Famine and plague besiege us. The very earth is being poisoned.
It's like a Diablo-like or Baldur's Gate-like.
Once our protectors have turned on us, and now they come for me.
This looks cool. What is this? Looks just like Diablo, except might actually look better.
I must be the one to face this nightmare. No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself! But I need not do it alone.
Couch co-op. Cross progression, that's always nice with a PvP game like this. Yeah, this is that game they've shown it over the last year or two. I think it's like former Diablo people that went on to start a new studio or something like that. That I'm curious about. That might be the first thing I've seen that I kind of would really want to play.
I'm sorry.
Silent Hill 2.
It's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost. I'm looking for Silent Hill.
I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe.
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not.
Oh, you will. You will.
I'm going either way.
No, you shouldn't be here. I'll be good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please. No, please.
Like, this game keeps looking interesting, but the one thing that always looks off every time I see it is the gameplay, or the
Capcom announced
the
this
combat,
next game last
I should
December,
say in general.
offering just a glimpse of
It's just
what's
like
in store
the
for their
shooting looks
celebrated
kind of
franchise.
wonky.
Today, I am so excited to share the first full gameplay trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Although I should say, like, I've never fully played a Silent Hill game. Maybe that's how they operate. But yeah, that just looks
As soon as
like
we find a
the
good
combat
spot,
just
we
looks
can get things set up and ready to
odd.
go.
My
And
my
then we
opinion.
can get
Just
started.
my humble opinion.
This is gonna be great.
You bet.
I hope we find them soon.
Look!
Incredible. I've never heard of a Karatnoth herd this big before. One of them's got big spikes on its back.
Another game series I've never... I know I did try Monster Hunter. I tried playing a Monster Hunter like a couple years ago, and I just remember it being interesting. I don't know. It didn't really like hold my attention for longer than a couple hours, I don't think.
Now to lead it away from the pack, we'll make for the desert.
Right. The sandstorm.
Now commencing the hunt by order of the guild.
selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Thank you, sir.
That's neat. Like Monster Hunter people probably will love that. It's just, maybe I'll give this one a try again. I mean, like I said, I tried playing Monster Hunter. Was it World? Monster Hunter Worlds? I don't know. Like I just couldn't stick with it. I think we've. Oh, here we go. This is Astrobot. This is cool. This is neat.
What did you say your name was?
Okay, this is exciting. I mean, I think we had already kind of known about this through leaks, but this is definitely probably the best, coolest thing I'm gonna take away from this event. Parappa! Barring them showing anything else after this, I mean. This looks so cool. I can't wait for this. The Deku tree. Just called Astrobot. Yay, September. That's cool.
Be sure to visit PlayStation blog for more on the games you just saw, as
That
well as
better not be it.
PlayStation.com for the latest on Days of Play. This global celebration runs through June 12th, with deals on PlayStation Store, great new content coming to PlayStation Plus, and much more.
That wasn't a heck of a whole lot. Well, that appears to be it, ladies and gentlemen. That was... It wasn't awful. Wasn't a heck of... I'm kind of surprised that's all they showed. Well, sheesh. I guess immediate thoughts, there weren't a heck of a whole lot that I thought is super intriguing to me. I mean,
lack of energy killing
of course, the two things I had mentioned earlier was Astrobot. Obviously, to me, that's like the one big thing that I'm like really gonna want to play. And then I actually thought Path of Exile looked really cool, but that's not really a exclusive, I don't think. I think that's on multi-platforms. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors. I thought Behemoth looked kind of cool.
Marvel Rivals, Where Winds Meet, Until Dawn, Path of Exile 2, Silent Hill 2 Remake, my favorite, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Astrobot. Well, what are our thoughts of Astrobot?
Kind of curious what their immediate thoughts are
I'm
there.
so excited. I love Astro's Playroom, but perhaps more importantly, my 4-year-old son has 100% in Astro's Playroom multiple times. So he's the one that's going to be most excited when I tell him tonight that there's a new Astrobot game coming. And it looks like it's going to be a full 3D platformer because they're showing us here so much, so many bosses and different levels.
What the heck was that?
That's how excited we are. We're so excited about it.
That was Astrobot breaking into the studio, but Jada.
That was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, Astrobot, like Damon was saying, they showed so much. So many biomes, so many bosses, so many power-ups, so many different character cameos. Like, I cannot wait for this. Like, we've put Astro's Playroom on so many like top PS5 playlists for so long, and it's finally started to move down the list because of so many other games that have come out. But this is its chance to reclaim its spot in that top like 10 potentially of PS5 releases.
And it doesn't really look like it's going to relent on that placement because just based on that snippet we saw, it just looks like, yeah, they know exactly what they're doing with Astrobot. This looks like exactly more of what we already got a taste of with Playroom, and it reeks of charm. It is just
All right, so let me go ahead and pull up the event once again, and then we'll. Because I kind of want to talk about what specifically I saw. Where are we at? Where's the event? How can I watch this thing? I guess I could just watch it back. No, I want the actual event.
We got a lot in this, and you know, I like what you said, Nick. This is like a celebration of all things PlayStation. Like, we even saw like quite the throwback for Rapper the Rapper. We saw that skin in this.
I could have swore I saw Spike from Ape Escape somewhere in the background too at some point. And like the thing, Shadow of the Colossus. You got the
Who the heck?
Like, what really
Sony
has always stood out to me about Astrobot is that it really harkens back to that PS1 era where PlayStation was willing to get more experimental with weirder games and kind of revisiting the
PlayStation.
the character platformer.
Where's your event you just had?
What it is to some extent. And now
Wait, take it down that. Oh, here it is.
Mascot to
PlayStation live events.
I wonder if we can see new hardware in here somewhere in this final still.
I mean, that is.
I guess that event didn't happen.
PS5 with those things on, with turrets on the
DualSense.
I guess they literally have been uploading. So I guess through here, we'll talk about what we saw. So of course they started off with Concord. Not my type of thing. Once again, I'm not huge into these Overwatch type games. My immediate thoughts was like something like Redfall when I first saw it. Now, I think that's kind of harsh. I mean, obviously Redfall was a catastrophe. This game looks a lot more polished, looks more interesting, so I think that'll be popular amongst the multiplayer people. They'll probably like that. God of War coming to PC, great game, beautiful game. That's going to be really popular for PC people, but for someone who played it already, I don't feel the need to play it again. Dynasty Warriors, not my type of game. Infinity Nikki was interesting looking, but again, probably not my type of thing. Although, that is one of the ones that I saw that I thought looked decent. Ballad of EnteR was one of the Souls-like games that I had seen. Then we saw Skydance's Behemoth. Now, Skydance's Behemoth is one thing that I saw that it's not something that'll completely get me to go out and buy PSVR, but that's one of those games where you like bundle that up with a bunch of other games, and I think you could draw me in if it, to finally jump on PSVR. Alien Incursion looked cool. Didn't really get to see a heck of a whole lot from it, but that's another VR win, in my opinion, for PlayStation. That's something I would be interested in. Where Winds Meet, no. Souls-like, Until Dawn, I've already got that. Monster Hunter is a game I'm not really interested in. Marvel's Rivals game, again, not my thing. they definitely at the very end began to show some stuff that I might be interested in. We got Astrobot, of course. That's probably the biggest thing from the event that I honestly kind of would want to play. Silent Hill 2 is something I'm more intrigued and interested in. And Path of Exile 2 actually legitimately looks cool. I think that's Path of Exile, Astrobot are probably the two biggest things for me personally that I take away from this event that are things I'm probably going to play. Like, those are probably going to legitimately be... Silent Hill is... I still feel like I would like to see a little bit more. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, overall, a decent event. I mean, obviously, I'm not disappointed watching this. I like these events. I like the build-up. I like hearing people talk about them, and I like talking about them myself. So I would never say this is a bad event or a wasted event. But definitely, if this is Sony's big event, to me, it doesn't look like a super crazy, 20, rest of 2024. There's a couple things sprinkled out in there. Now, honestly, I will say, even though I'm, love games, love talking about them, a slow year for a company isn't necessarily a bummer to me personally. I've got, if you see all those games behind me, I've got like 15, 16, something 100 games. So like, if it's slow and there's nothing big for me to play, I am not disappointed with going back and playing games I never got to play. So I've got a huge backlog. So, a down year in gaming is not a big deal for me. I will find something else to experience and to play. But yeah, overall, decent event. I'm curious to see if Sony was withholding anything for the Summer Games Showcase, or what is it? Summer of Games, or whatever Keeley's event is. But yeah, so we got that. We got probably a few other events. I know Xbox's showcase. Xbox is going to be another interesting one where they're going to have to do a lot to try and make their fans happy, because I don't know if you've been seeing, but they've been kind of stepping on a rake here as of late. So, but anyways, guys, that was the Sony State of Play for, what is this, May 30th. Yeah, interesting. A very interesting time. They really kind of surprise announced this event yesterday, and I don't know. It was something I definitely didn't want to pass up and wanted to experience. So, what did you guys think of this Sony State of Play? I'd love to know down in the comments what you guys are interested in, what you might want to play. Are you like higher on this event or lower on this event? I think I always find the Sony events, people are higher than me on. I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of people with this event that are going to be like, whoa, I love Overwatch, so Concord really sticks with me. Or I like the Marvel game because I can, do like Overwatch as well and play that. Or Silent Hill 2 is my favorite game ever. I can't wait. Or Monster Hunter. I love Monster. I guarantee people are going to be higher on it than I. But yeah, that was the State of Play. Keep an eye out, guys, because I will definitely be... every year I like covering all these events, so you can definitely expect I'll be covering the Summer Games Fest and the Xbox event and any other cool stuff. But anyways, this is it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end things off right here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and keep on gaming. All right, adios, everybody.